Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Boomer Barbecue. I've been away for a little bit because I've had some problems. I'm using a new phone, so I'm going to have to get used to this camera. At the moment, I'm going to be doing handheld because I have to get some new stickers on the back of my camera so the magnet will hold onto the camera. Unfortunately, I dropped my old phone into a sink full of water, and though it was pretty well sealed, it still destroyed the phone. And I had done some footage. One of the guys in my barbecue group, Chris Johnson, was generous enough to give me a Wagyu brisket. I was flabbergasted at. And so I made a video, and unfortunately, I did not transfer those videos to the SD card, and now they're gone forever. So, unfortunately, such is life. We'll move on. Today, this video is about my firebox. And I did some insulating. We'll get into it. So without further ado, let's get rolling. Okay, guys, here's my firebox. If you notice, it's lined with fire brick. Funny was I had this idea, and not but a day later, Raleigh Smoke on YouTube put out a video on it. And I was like, man, I was just talking about this. One thing he did do for me was he recommended a good brick that was, food safe. As long as it's not touching food, we're good. I bought 2 boxes. I'm using about 11 of the 12 bricks in there. I had to shorten them, as you can see. I did a little work here. I had to take off an inch so it would fit inside, and then over here I had to take an inch so these would fit so the door would close. So, but it's pretty well lined, and we're going to be trying it out today. We're going to be making some spare ribs today. So, let me get started. I'll start up the fire. Like I said, I'm going to be handheld today, so I'm not going to be showing as much of the stuff that I'm doing. I'll be taking a break in between doing what I have to do. So, just to get through this video. All right, so we'll see you in a couple. Okay, I got the charcoal started. One of the problems is this fire starter doesn't want to sit properly, so you can see I kind of leaned it up against the door there. The reason I put the fire brick in there is a couple of reasons. I was tired of using the grate. I'm constantly losing my coal base through the grate, and once it goes through the grate, it's not good. It won't light the wood up anymore. So I wanted to put it on the bottom, but I don't want to do it on 2.5 millimeter steel. So I wanted some insulation, which I know the brick will provide. I also, want to put my fire on the bottom and save my coal base, so I can just put another piece of wood on it. Also, this fire brick should retain heat as well, so I should theoretically be using less fuel, which is also a good thing. So we're going to be trying it out today, see how well it works. I will show you the name of the bricks, the company, the brand of fire bricks that I used. Um, so now I'm going to go and get the spare ribs ready. So we'll see you in a bit. Okay, guys, I've got the coal base in. I'm using the wood charcoal, lump charcoal in there, and I put my first piece of wood on. We'll see how long it takes to kick up. I'm going to get the temperature up a bit. And I'm doing Smithy Field St. Louis style spare ribs, but I had to do quite a bit of trimming on them. I'm very disappointed. Last time I bought them, they were pretty good, but I had lots of work. They even left a chine bone on one of them, so I had to cut that off. None of it's going to waste. It's all going to go in the smoker. But let's see how fast this thing kicks up. Hopefully. See if we can get a little bit more air in there. All right, I'm going to give it a little hand. I'll be right back. Okay, the pit is up. Was up to temp, and I was rudely interrupted while I was filming. So now we're going to put the meat on. It'll get back up to temp again. So. Put them pretty much in the center. And then this is all the extra trim. Where do you see it? Big pieces of meat here. There's that chine bone that was still on there. Paid for a lot of meat I had to trim off here. It's supposed to be St. Louis cut. I think they owe me some money back. Alright, I'm just going to leave that on top. Alright, guys, meat is on. And I'll be back in, I guess, 3 hours to check it out. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, guys, it's been about 3 hours now. The fire's been running pretty good. It was a little challenging at first to get used to having my coals on the bottom with no grate to throw the air through, but I've been able to keep it running, and it runs at a pretty steady temperature, so far I'm happy about that. So let's check on these ribs, see how they're doing. Oh, they look good. These are really, they need some spritzing up here. I think I might just wrap those and pop them right in the foil. These are looking pretty good. Starting to get some pull back. I'm going to spritz those and give them another hour. Spritz these and put them in the foil to tenderize those puppies. Alright, let me pull this out a little bit here. Where's my handy dandy tool? There it is. Okay. I'll be able to hit them all. I can definitely see some nice red coloring. It's gotten a lot of good smoke. So, alright, guys, we'll see you in another hour to check on them. Actually, let me tempt them to see what they're doing. I meant to do that. Alright. 166, not too bad. 160. Yep, about 166 for both. Doing very nicely. Alright, we will be back in another hour and see how everything's doing. Alright, guys, we're in hour number 4. We're going to check in on the ribs, see how they're doing. Fire still pretty much maintainable. Loved having the coals in the bottom because I just drop a piece of wood on there and it picks up right again. Let's take a look. Okay. So pull this out. My press out of the way. hands here. Nice bark. Let's give it a spritz. We'll temp it. See if they're ready to wrap yet. Wow. Alrighty. Get in between there. 154. You gotta be kidding me. That was reading 160 something earlier. 58. 156. That's confusing. Keep hitting bones. I don't know, seems to have gone down in temperature. That's crazy. I've been keeping up the fire pretty good. Flip these around too while I'm at it. Alright, I'm going to give them another hour. I don't know what happened, but it's a little strange. I'll check on those as well. Alright, we'll see you in another hour. I'm going to let them cook some more. Just a step in between, guys. I was just reading my comments, and one of my viewers asked, how did I drill for the temperature probes? So as you can see here, this is a probe grommet. I think I mentioned to him in a comment that I drilled a 1-inch hole, but I believe it's only 7/8 inch. So I did that with a step drill bit. I got mine at Harbor Freight. It's a bit that basically drills larger holes as you go in, and you want to take your time. If the metal gets too hot, you're not going to get anywhere. So in between each hole, you need to give it a chance to cool off a little bit and then drill again, because if the metal gets too soft, it won't continue to let you drill, which I found very interesting. But this is the position right here. It's in between the two cooking grates to the right of the stack, and some people put them on both sides. I only put it on one because I feel I only needed one. So once you drill the hole, you clean it up with a file or whatnot, and then you insert the grommet. And then, you could either put your probes through that hole, or this is the one I usually use. I can get quite a few through there. It's real easy access, and you don't lose any smoke or heat because of the grommet. So that answers the question, and I hope that helps. I'm more than willing to answer further in any other comments. So just wanted to add that in. All right, guys, hour number 5. I kicked up the heat because I want to get these things done. I think what happened with before was I may not have pushed my grate all the way in, and the door may have slightly been open. So maybe that's what happened. I don't know. We're going to check the temp again. Take a look at them, hoping to see more pull back. Get the handy dandy. Where are you? Oh, it's right here in front of you. Looking good. I think it's time. Let's temp them, see what's going on. All right, yeah, there. What? I don't know if I'm hitting bone. That's 190. Yeah, there. It's strange. I'm gonna wrap these in. Since I need 2 hands, I won't be able to do it on cam. So, gonna wrap them, do them in another hour, and we'll check them again. Hopefully they'll be done, and then we'll sauce them up, and finish them off. All right, see you in a bit. Here's the trimmings, guys. Look at the bark on that. That's that pepper heavy mixed. 1 part salt, 2 parts pepper, and 1 little part of garlic pepper. I think I put some onion powder, garlic powder, and onion powder in here too. Look at that. That is just, you don't find that on pork anywhere, and it's delicious too. I'm snacking on it right now, waiting for my ribs to finish. All right, guys, hour number 6. Way longer than I wanted this to take. We're gonna go in and check them out. See how they are. Pull this one out first. Open them up. Oh yeah, they look. Let's check the temp. $195, $194, $203. Yeah, these are done there like butter. I'm gonna assume the other ones are done too. I don't know if I want to sauce these or the other ones. Maybe I won't sauce any of them. They look pretty good the way they are. Alright, guys, gonna let them rest and then we'll cut into them. See you in a bit. Alright, guys, that's how it looks after the first run. See some of the smoke blackened up. Some of them, of course, the charcoal, but everything's down. And there's still some live coals in there. So I think this was a good experiment. I like the way it worked out. And I'm looking forward to doing it this way again. So if you're looking to try this, I would heavily recommend it. It's not that expensive to do it. You might have to adjust your bricks, but all in all, it's much better than having losing the coals through the grates. And I was able to keep the fire going the whole time, so it was pretty good. On an interesting note, you saw that pretty much the flames were out, just coals up in there. But those bricks are holding it on to enough temperature or heat to put this back up to about 150. So a lot of heat retention in the stones. It's getting through to the smoker. So I thought you might find that interesting. There they are, guys. Got them down to 155. They're ready to slice into pretty nice bark for spare ribs, don't you think? Let's cut an end one off. Let's try another one. Okay. I'll let go of the other one. There we go. All right. Beautiful smoke ring. Look at that. Nice and tender. Nice and juicy. Time to take a bite. Okay. And seriously tender. A little more than I usually like, but still tasty as all heck. So another successful barbecue experience. So We experimented with a fully insulated firebox full of fire brick. Worked out very nicely. Tried it on these ribs and worked out pretty good. If you guys have any questions about my process of putting the fire bricks in, please put them in the comments below.